Now we have LIFO in hand. Let's look at average cost, because that one's a little more nuanced. So you still have 54.39 to 21.60 as the cost. Now you sell 44. It's just like the other one at 39, and it's 17.16. That means we have 10, just like the other one starts out, but then it gets dicey. 39 and 3.90. Okay, so let's move to the 8th, where we buy 84 at 44, and it's 36.96 now. And that gets carried over. And now what are we going to do with this? Well, now we're going to do average. And the way we're going to do that is we have a total of 94. And if I add these two together, I'm going to come up with a total cost of $4,086. Now, how much did each one of them cost? I'm going to divide 4,086 by 94 and come up with 43.47. And that becomes my new cost. On October 21st, I sell 74 of them. What cost? What does its cost? It's 43.47. And that amount of the cost is $32.17. Now, how many are left? Well, let's see. I have 20. And the cost each is 43. I'll get it right. 43.47. And my inventory is worth $8.69. Along comes October 30th. I'm going to buy 14. I'm going to pay 48. And that amount's going to be $6.72. So how does that work? Okay, so I bought 14. I had 20. So my new quantity is 34. If I add 672 and 869 together, I come up with 1541. And divide that by 34. I come up with a new cost of $45.32. And there you go. You've got 1541 for your inventory. You have $49.33 for the cost of what you sold. And this is the cost of what you've bought. And that kind of wraps up the perpetual. Now, I think this, even though you have to keep on top of it, is more accurate. So now let's go down and do a comparison here. It asks you the cost of goods for FIFO, LIFO, and average. And you can see you've got 49.22. You have 49.72. And you have 49.33. Which one of those would be more realistic as you look at that? I'm going to probably say your average is more realistic. These are on the high and the low side, right? So then they ask you to compare this to sales, and what's the gross margin? Well, you have to figure out sales, and that's by multiplying how many they sold times the selling price, and that is given to you in the problem. So the gross sales, all told, is $85.66 throughout. So now you just take your cost of goods sold and put it in here, and that'll give you your gross profit. Just as clean as can be. So I'll let you think about that, and then you can redo those problems now that you kind of have the process down. So let's